UAE has a fantastic record of dealing with the pandemic, but it's up to us to stay safe and take all the necessary precautions, just like washing hands. Did you know Hygienix has a dual action of antibacterial and nanofresh technology? I was just reading up about it. It basically helps you get rid of all the harmful germs, any kind of food odor, and it smells great. Also, apparently, I think it's free from 10 unwanted chemicals. Basically, these chemicals cause dryness to the skin, and this product instead will help you moisturize and soften the hands while cleansing. Fabulous. Hello and welcome back to yet another dazzling episode of Bedazzled with me, Zora Amin. Last week, we got a sneak peek from the glitterati at the Filmfare Achievers Award. And over the coming days, we are going to showcase some exclusive encounters. But for this week, we have with us maverick songwriter, composer and singer Amaal Mallik. Welcome to Bedazzled. Amaal, how are you feeling?
Back in Dubai. It feels like a second home to me because I began my musical journey from Dubai when I did my first film, Jai Ho. It was premiered here. So it's really special. It's my beginning. And even my first independent single, Tu Mera Nahi, was shot in Dubai. So it's really special.
You come from a family of prolific musicians. Have you ever felt pressured on being different or, better, on being compared?
Completely. I think it was very difficult for me, contrary to what people feel कि Mallik hai and आसानी से हो गया होगा, एक phone call पे 5-6 picture मिल गई होगी. But it's not like that. I think the Mallik tag is more like a hanging sword on my head. It was more difficult to make my space because I've had legends like Sardar Malik ji, my grandfather, my uncle Annu Malik, dad, Dabbu Malik. So somewhere I had to find a balance and not be Annu Malik or Dabbu Malik, I had to be a new Malik.
Okay, if you have to name one singer that you will never get tired of working with, who would that be?
I think Arijit is someone I never get tired of working with. Though he tires me a lot because he's very similar to me because I'm very difficult to catch and so is he. And we're close friends, so I don't manage to force him every time I send him the song. I said, "Gana hai jab ga dena." But I think he's someone who's so versatile. Obviously, there's so many good singers in our country, but in this Sadi, this era, someone who can do a Binte Dil, who can do a Suraj Dubai, who can do Roke Na Ruke, Janam Janam, he's unstoppable. I think he's got a great soul and that reflects in his voice. I think he just owns every song he sings. So I think that's one singer I'd never get tired of.
Okay. So in the year of your debut, you managed to sweep a lot of awards for your film Roy. But if you had to pick a favorite, which one would it be, Roy or Jai Ho?
Obviously Roy. Jai Ho obviously has a special place because वो मेरी शुरुआत है and Salman Khan sir believed that a 23-year-old kid could become a composer. I wasn't sure. At that time I was assisting Salim Sulaiman on Cocktail as a background score assistant. So it was his belief. Obviously if that opportunity wouldn't have happened, then obviously Roy later also wouldn't happen. But somewhere, I always felt that मैं music को चुन रहा हूँ, but music is not, music मुझे नहीं चुन रहा है. And Suraj Dubai would be that song which I feel is my star song. It's my guardian angel, whereas this close to leaving music, and I was like, अगर ये चलता है ये गाना, then I will continue music. Otherwise, I'll accept the fact that I'm not made for this. So I think I have to give a lot of love and respect to that song.
I have to say Suraj Dubai is still a mood. It'll always be a mood.
It's been 8 years. I feel old saying this, but I was a baby, 24-year-old when I made that. Now I'm almost 32.
Okay, last question. How excited are you for tomorrow's event if you have to express the emotion in a song?
मैं हूँ हीरो तेरा. I think a lot of amazing performance.
You have to sing the song, Amaal.
Rights है ना आपके पास? बहुत ही amazing event. I would say, Rizwan Sarjan sir is like family to me. And, it's not just through Filmfare. I have spent more time with him and Adil, his son. We're really good friends. So, the way they have taken the Filmfare brand and brought it to such a big level in the UAE, and got so many people to come and perform and make such a big event happen. It feels amazing, and I'm glad that my fans here also get to see me live in action a little bit for you all right now. आँखों के पन्नों पे मैंने लिखा था 100 दफा, लफ्जों में जो इश्क था हुआ ना होठों से बयां, खुद से नाराज हूँ क्यों बेआवाज हूँ, मेरी खामोशियाँ है सजा, दिल है ये सोचता फिर भी नहीं पता, किस हक से कहूँ बता कि मैं हूँ हीरो तेरा, कि मैं हूँ हीरो तेरा.
सीधे दिल को छुई ये आवाज. Thank you so much for talking to us, Amal. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much. His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the UAE, has declared 2021 as the year of the 50th. And coinciding with the nation's celebrations of its Golden Jubilee, Union Co-op, the largest consumer cooperative in the UAE, has revealed the launch of a grand promotional campaign. As part of its national and societal contribution to the happiness of members of society, the cooperative allocated an amount of 50 million to reduce the prices of thousands of goods, in addition to offering various valuable prizes to consumers during the 100-day promotional campaign period starting from November 10th, 2021.
Today we're gathering here to announce the events that we were going to launch on the 10th of November, where we located 50 million dirham for 20,000 items will be discounted for the period of 100 days.
This announcement came during a press conference held at Union Co-op's headquarters at Al Varqa City Mall. In the presence of His Excellency Khalid Humaid bin Diban Al Falasi, CEO of Union Co-op, Dr. Suhail Al Bastaki, Director of Happiness and Marketing Department, and other representatives of Arab and foreign media outlets. What can the average consumer expect? Lots of discounts or dher sare inam. Let's cut to a quick break, after which we have a fantastic dance performance. Dancers across borders and their dance expedition at the Queen of Hills, Shimla, it's nearing its finale. The backdrop of mountains, valleys, open skies, and gorgeous dancers showcasing our culture. What more can we ask for?
Awesome, yeah. Well done.
Our rapid transformation therapist Vidya introduced us to RTT last week and how it can change one's perspective. Let's meet her and learn more about how we can improve our lives with simple techniques to program our mind. Hi Vidya, welcome back to Bedazzled.
Hello again.
So what is it that we're going to learn from you today?
So as promised in the last week's episode, today I'm going to demonstrate to you the most powerful rule of the mind. Your mind understands only the words that you say to it. Every thought that you have has a physical reaction in your body. You don't have to take my word for it. You can experience it for yourself. So I want you to stretch out your right arm if you're a right-hander, or if you're a left-hander, stretch out your left arm, pointing towards me. And then just take your arm further to your back. And then notice how far your arm has gone. So keep this in mind. Bring your arm back. Now I want you to instruct your mind, tell your mind, hey arm, move at least 25% further. And now you move your arm and you will notice that your arm moves at least 25% further.
Wow, my arm did listen to my mind. It moved back quite a bit.
So now you've experienced the power of your mind. Now let me show you some examples how you can use this in your day-to-day life. How many of you keep saying, oh, my child is driving me crazy, or my boss is driving me crazy? And that's exactly what your mind listens to and gives it to you. Next time when you're around your child or your boss, you feel crazy. So what if you change this? So instead of saying my boss drives me crazy, say this to your mind for a week. That my boss is super supportive. He's difficult with others, but with me, he's very understanding and we communicate very well. And I guarantee you, in a week, you will see that your boss is changed exactly the way you want. The similar thing you can do when you're driving. Many of us say all the time, oh, this traffic is killing me. The traffic doesn't kill you, but the thought kills you. You get a reaction because you've said that to your mind. So next time you're in traffic, be grateful that you have a car and enjoy that me time with yourself.
Definitely going to try this in a traffic jam.
So now you have the power to choose. You can still continue having negative talk, or I invite you today to change the talk that you have with yourself and see the difference that it can make to you. So I have homework for all of you for the next week. I want you to list out a couple of things that you tell yourself which is negative, and then use words, positive words, to change that and see the difference.
Completely agree with you, Vidya. Just by changing the way you think, you can have such a positive difference in your life. Thank you so much for being with us on Bedazzled, Vidya. I hope to see you soon.
See you next week.
It's time for a quick break now, so see you on the other side. Success is not in what you have, but who you are. And our experts will help you realize who you really are, your true potential, and shock your career path. Over to Shane Phillips and Peter Baker.
On Bedazzled, it's career
tip
time.
And today, we're going to be talking about the importance of industry knowledge. If you're interviewing for a job, you're likely interviewing with a person who has chosen to spend most of their adult life working in a particular industry. They've probably developed a passion for it. And therefore, if you can demonstrate that same passion that they have developed, you're much more likely to find that job and to be successful in that job. There's a couple of ways that you can develop and maintain industry knowledge.
One of the ways is knowing the history of your business. How did it start? Where did it come from? Where is its roots? What's its genesis? And one of the things that you need to know if you're going to manage your career effectively is, where are we going? So where have we been? Where are we now? Where are we going? So for example, I had a candidate come to me and say, hey, Shane, I'm really passionate about the Dubai Expo. I want to work in the marketing of the Dubai Expo. I said, oh, you love the marketing of expos? I love the marketing of expos. I said, okay, great. Describe the last 2 expos that took place. What were the marketing strategies that they used? Why were they effective? And what learnings would you use from that to apply to the current Dubai Expo? and the person really hadn't researched the expos, and then it made me feel like you're not really passionate about the expo if you haven't really looked at why the other ones were successful, why did the expo exist, how did the expo start, why is the expo here, and what are the marketing strategies that really work. So you want to know the history, you want to know the roots, and you really want to get passionate about that evolution, that journey of the industry that you're participating in.
So it can be frustrating. If you're unemployed, if you're jobless, many people just want any job, and therefore they're willing to work in any industry. But your best chance of being hired is not to show that you're willing to work in any industry, but to show that you have a passion for that particular industry. Doing your homework, doing your research is your best way of connecting with companies in that industry and your best chance of landing the role.
This is Shane and Pete wishing all
your dreams come true.
Cinemas have been packed with audiences thronging like never before, but some still choose to get entertained quietly at home. What was popular this week? Let's find out from Santosh.
Hello and welcome to Watch Me If You Can. Today we're going to be talking about the biggest release of 2021. Actually the biggest release in the last 18 months. Sooryavanshi is finally out in cinemas. Before we begin, a quick shout out to Reliance for holding the fort for the last 18 months, and a big shout out to Rohit Shetty for convincing the Maharashtra government for cinemas to reopen in its full strength, and the last 3 days has been a jackpot for Sooryavanshi and team. So what's the film about? The film is about Veer Sooryavanshi, played by Akshay Kumar, who is back into his Khiladi avatar with kicks and helicopter stunts and bike stunts and action and guns and bullets spraying all over. The film also stars Katrina Kaif playing Veer Sooryavansh's wife and a doctor and the mother of a child, and glamorous when she sizzles in Tip Tip Barsa Pani. Pani ne aag lagai, Katrina ne bhi aag lagai. But let's face it, Akshay Kumar is no younger and Katrina is not a Raveena. The film boasts of a number of baddies: Gulshan Grover, Kumud Mishra, Jackie Shroff, Nikitan Dheer, and a whole lot of people. It's good to see Gulshan Grover play the baddie after a long time as the treacherous Usmani, Kumud Mishra playing Bilal, the terrorist. Jackie Shroff has a very interesting role. He's a mastermind settled across the border. But उनके 5 सीन शायद एक ही दिन में शूट किए होंगे, because he sits, he paces, he looks at the window, he comes back, he sits. पूरे फिल्म में उनका यही काम है, but it's always good to watch Jagu Dada on screen.
इसकी शुरुआत हुई थी 1993 सीरियल बम ब्लास्ट से, फिर 2002 बस ब्लास्ट.
Essentially, the film is set at the backdrop of terrorism, and it takes on from where the 1993 blasts happened in Mumbai. The film itself is a Mumbaikar at heart, and it tugs the cord at the right places. With a runtime of 2 hours and 30 minutes, the film doesn't have one dull moment. The songs there are only 2 songs. One is Mere Yara by Arijit Singh, and the recreation of Tip Tip Barsa Pani, which is fantastic, happens right after the interval. And this is probably the first time that a song has been released after the film's release. And this is Rohit Shetty's Cop Universe, so how can we not talk about the spectacular entry of Ranveer Singh, which is being greeted with CTs and Talis in big cinemas, and of course the Singham himself, Ajay Devgan. The last penultimate 30 minutes of the film takes the graph to another level altogether. Yunus Sajawal's screenplay could have been better. The dialogues are pretty ordinary. They could have been much better. Even 90s की फिल्म में इतने बेकार dialogues नहीं होते थे. They could have been definitely well written. But it's an entertainer. Go with your family. Enjoy the big screen experience. If you do not want to go to the cinemas and stay away from the crowd, then sit at the comfort of your home and watch Meenakshi Sundareshwar playing on Netflix right now. It's directed by debutant Vivek Soni, who is a Whistling Woods graduate, and what a beautiful film he has made. It's essentially a tale set in Madurai. It rarely happens that Bollywood makes films about South Indians, so here is a very endearing tale set in Madurai, in the heart of Tamilians. It's about an arranged marriage between a girl and a boy, Meenakshi and Sundareshwar, which is a reference to the Meenakshi Sundareshwar temple in Madurai. And the story essentially is about how their life goes along, how's their married life with the in-laws, with the long-distance relationship with the boy working in Bangalore and the girl serving as a housewife, come to terms with her own existence. Meenakshi is played by the beautiful Sania Malhotra. She gets into so many different characters so comfortably and with ease. And Sundareshwar is played by Himalaya Putra Abhimanyu Dasani. Himalaya Putra because that's his father's name. Bhagyashri ka beta hai Abhimanyu. You last saw him in Mard Ko Dard Nahi Hota. The film is romantic, it's very endearing, And the songs after a long time the film boasts of an original soundtrack after a long time. It's very beautiful. Do give it a listen. Watch out for the end credits, the climax. It is all artwork and beautifully drawn. Don't miss it. I have to mention here about Sania Malhotra. She plays a die-hard Rajinikanth fan. So the climax set in a cinema theatre with CTs and Talis greeting a Rajinikanth film is a treat to watch.
Rajinikanth fan? Rajinikanth illa. Superstar Rajinikanth. Na eppo viruve eppadi viruve yarukku theriyadu.
Speaking of Rajinikanth films and Rajinikanth fan following, our third release for this week was Annathe. Annathe means Big Brother, a Rajinikanth film releasing on a Diwali after a very, very long time. The film boasts of Rajinikanth and Rajinikanth and Rajinikanth because film में सिर्फ 3 reasons से चलती है. The story of the film is very ordinary. It is about Rajinikanth doting over his sister played by Kirti Suresh, and when she comes to face the harsh realities of life and how she struggles and how he protects her. But purani si story hai, but the film is all about Rajinikanth. It boasts of a lot of yesteryear actresses, Khushbu, Meena, pairing with Rajinikanth after a long time. Nayanthara is back. We have baddies like Prakash Raj and Jagapati Babu. Jagapati Babu has been playing the baddie for quite some time now. Bhai, aur bhi log hain, unko bhi bulao. It's directed by Siva. The film is all about Rajni and Rajinikanth fans, so enjoy it only if you want to see Talaivar on the big screen. देखिए कोइंसिडेंस की बात है कि सूर्यवंशम एंड रजनीकांत की फिल्म अनाथे दोनों रिलीज हुई है. द लास्ट टाइम दे हैड अ फेस ऑफ वाज इन द फिल्म 2.0 डायरेक्टेड बाय शंकर. दैट वाज 2 years ago. Coincidentally, सूर्यवंशी एंड मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वर आर बोथ co-produced by धर्मा. जब प्रोड्यूसर्स ही कोइंसाइड कर रहे हैं, एक्टर्स भी कोइंसाइड कर रहे हैं, तो आप भी कोइंसाइड कीजिए, सारी फिल्में देखिए और हमें बताइए कैसी लगी. आई विल सी यू नेक्स्ट वीक. Until then, bye.
And with that, it is time for me to take your leave. But as always, please don't forget to share your valuable feedback on our social media handles. Bedazzled again, same time next week with me, Zora Amin.